Hi, I'm Cassie, and this is Rideau Knits, a knitty podcast where I talk about all the things I've been making recently. I hope you see something you like. It has been 2 weeks since I last recorded. I am exhausted today. I did not get a ton of sleep last night, so this may be a little chaotic. Let's start with what I'm wearing. I am wearing the Moonset tee by Ozetta. It is this beautiful v-neck t-shirt. Maybe I can stand up. With, you know, mid-length sleeves. It's a little creased. And I-cord bind-offs on the sleeves and the hem. And I knit this using Hello Stella Highland fingering. So this is a 100% Highland wool, and it is in the color Brick. I love this color. I love the yarn. I have not worn this t-shirt out yet. I knit it, I don't know, a long time ago. Let's see. Let's check my knit and note. Why is it not working? Let's check my... Oh, of course it's not gonna work. There we go. I finished this in February, the end of February, and I have not worn it around, like out of the house. I am not crazy about the sleeve. I think I should have gone down a needle size because it has this little puff, or picked up fewer stitches. It has this little puff happening here. I don't know if you can see that, where I picked up, and it's just a little bit loose for my liking, and the I-cord is constantly rolling up. I think I went up a needle size for the I-cord so it would be loose, and maybe that's why it's rolling. Does anyone have any insight on that? Please let me know. The hem I-cord also rolls up all the time, which is not my favorite. And I just feel like the length is a little too long. So maybe I'll rip some out. And rip out the sleeves. But it is super cozy. I like the fit of the top. And maybe it's just, I don't know. I love it. I love the way it looks. I love the way the top looks. And like from the bust down, I'm not crazy about it. And the sleeves, I'm not crazy about the fit. And I think the bust down part, maybe I should have decreased a little so it's doesn't have as much positive ease here. Well, that doesn't look so bad. But it's like flaring weird at the bottom. You see that? Am I crazy? What do I do? How do I fix it? I also feel like I just have a really weird relationship right now with my body because I did just have, like 6 months ago, had my second kid. So things are not like the way they used to be, and I don't know how things fit anymore. And I feel like I'm still getting used to my postpartum body. But any recommendations on fixing the hem, like the I-cords? And then should I go down a needle size for this, or should I just pick up fewer stitches? I don't know. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. But the yarn, I love the yarn. I love the v-neck. I think this is so cute and so polished looking. I'm looking at myself more than I'm looking at the lens because I want to see what I'm pointing at. But I do just really like the way it looks and the way it looks on me. And I wish I could wear it more, or wish that I felt like wearing it more. I guess I can wear it now. I just don't. Coffee break. This mug I got recently from a local potter at a craft fair, and her business name is Barefoot Potterina, I believe. I'll link her Instagram down below because I really love this mug, and all the stuff she had was beautiful, but I think my husband would not be very impressed if I brought home even more mugs. I love the size of the handle and everything and the slope of it. And it's gigantic, so all the coffee all the time. All right, so that's what I'm wearing. Let's get into finished objects. I have some really fun finished objects. And here's one of them. So it's super cold. I live in Canada near Ottawa, and it is getting quite chilly, and it is Christmas parade season. So we decided to take our kids to see the Santa Claus parade in town, and my son does not have a warm enough hat. I don't know where the hats that I used with my daughter went. Yeah, I have no idea. They've disappeared. And he has a giant head. He's in like the 90th percentile for head circumference. So he's a big boy. Anyways, I needed something that I could knit up really quick and keep him super toasty. So I cast on this beautiful bonnet. It's kind of blowing out. This is the Beloved bonnet by Tin Can Knits. And it is so cute. I have one for my daughter as well, but she has it with her at daycare. And you cast on one of the I-cords. These are a little crusty because he's been wearing it a lot. So you cast on one of the I-cords, knit up, increase, and knit short rows to make the shape of the head. And then you do the same on the other side, knit your short rows while decreasing, and you finish at the end of the other I-cord. And what I did, because I needed something super cozy, this is a DK weight pattern, and I had some scraps from my, I'm gonna sit down, I don't know why I'm still standing up. I had scraps left over from my love note that I showed in the last episode, 2 episodes ago. And it is Hello Stella DK, whatever her DK base is. And the colorway is To the Sea. So that is the main color. So the I-cords and the edges are all holding that single. And then because I needed something really warm and I wanted something really dense, I held a fingering weight strand with the DK for just the center portion of the bonnet. So I did not do that for my daughter's, and hers is fine. But because he's only 6 months old, I did want it to be super warm. She also has warmer hats that she wore as well. So yeah, I held 2 strands together for this part, and the ribbing on the sides is, I guess it's not really ribbing. The edges are all held single, and the I-cords are single. And the fingering weight strand I used was just another similar tone, like light green, variegated from a dyer that doesn't dye anymore. I think it was called Knitting It Up was her brand name, that I got like years ago and has been sitting in my stash from a pair of socks that I knit. So that is my first finished object. It is so cute. This is the toddler size, I believe. I'm pretty sure it's the same size I knit my daughter. And yeah, their heads are almost the same size, which blows my mind. Let's see. Yeah, the toddler size, and it is knit with a 4mm needle, so I knit the whole thing in the same needle size, even when I switch from single strand to double strand. So this is super fun, super good stash buster. And I'm pretty sure I knit it in 24 hours. I think we went to the parade. It was on Saturday, and I cast this on Friday night, and it was ready in time for the parade at 4:30 on Saturday. So super, super quick, and I just love it. He looks so dang cute. Maybe I'll insert a picture and just cover his face. So cute. Love it. So first finished object. I also finished a very, very old project. Like probably 2 years old. Don't touch the table. At least. I think I cast this on when I was pregnant with my daughter, and she's 2.5, maybe after she was born. I don't remember, but like it's been a very long time since I knit this. And it was so close to being done, and this is what I knit. Oh, the light is... It is this adorable little bunny. Those little feet. He's looking real raggedy. So cute. Okay, this is the Easter Bunny. I think it's the Easter Bunny pattern from Pebble Dot. I don't even know. It was something I found on Pinterest years ago, and then had to look up the pattern again and try to find it. Where did it go? Easter Bunny by Claire Garland. This is the Easter Bunny pattern by Claire Garland. There we go. It's so cute. I had the body of it all done flat. So you knit the body flat and then seam it together and stuff it as you go. And then you knit the ears, the front legs, and the back legs all separate and seam them on. So I had the ears done. The ears get seamed on as you're seaming the rest of the body. And I had the ears attached. It was all knit. I just had to finish the little arms and legs and finish seaming and stuffing it. I used some very old yarn that is now discontinued. This is Loops and Threads Sugarspun. In, I don't know what the colors are, but it's like a light brown and white. I got this yarn, I worked at Michael's for a while, several years ago, and I got it in the clearance for like maybe $1 a ball when I was working there, which was like really great. I've knit a couple of tops with this that live at the cottage, and this was just some leftovers I had hanging around. So cute. My daughter loves it. That's why it's looking so pilly. She has been throwing it around and sleeping with it and stuff. So the yarn is not holding up well, but that's okay. And I didn't attach safety eyes to it. I just did like embroidered eyes so that I didn't have to worry about falling out eyes or my son getting a hold of it and something. I'm very paranoid about things like that. So I just did embroidered eyes instead. Sometimes his head looks a little funny, but you know, when she's just whipping it around, it's all good. So that's my second finished object. And my third finished object is, and if you've watched previous episodes, you'll have seen these as a WIP. The pair of Christmas socks for my sister. So here's 1, 2, they are not blocked, it's just sitting on the blocker so you can see the pattern. So if you watched the previous episodes, you know that I am attempting to knit Christmas socks for all of the members of my family. My parents, my husband, myself, my sister, and her boyfriend. And then my kids as well. So I have finished. Everything is everywhere. So far, my sock count, I am up to 5 finished socks of 12. So I have the pair for my mom. I don't count things like on socks, especially weaving in ends. That doesn't matter. It's if the knitting's done, it's finished. So, pair for my mom. Pair for my sister. And then that brings us into my works in progress, because I have a half finished object, 1 sock for my husband, and the other one is over there. The other one is right here. So I am past the heel flap and I am working on the gusset decreases. I just started them. I need to do some saving of this sock because my daughter pulled the needle out of the top and it is a 1x1 rib. So things were falling out. Like the yarn is attached in the middle here because I just tried to save the sock and not let it get worse. And then, so 1 and like a half for my husband. Then I have also cast on and am knitting the first sock for my sister's boyfriend. So what I am doing is each couple is going to get the same colorway for each person in the couple. So my sister and her boyfriend are going to have the same yarn. His just happened to start at a different spot. I didn't want them to start at the same spot in the yarn. My mom and my dad will have the same colorway because I have the other ball here for his. It is weirdly bright. And then my husband and I will have the same. And what I'm doing for this is I'm using Hobbii. Can you focus? Hobbii Christmas sock wool. It is a 75-25 wool polyamide blend, and the pair for my husband and I is colorway 6. The pair for my sister and her boyfriend is colorway 5, and the pair for my mom and dad is colorway 4. And what I've done, I'll go through each pair so you can see. For my mom's, I started with a 1x1 cuff for probably 20 rounds, and then I switched to a 2x2 leg, slip stitch, heel flap, and gusset, continued the 2x2 rib on the top of the sock, and just did a wedge toe. For my mom, I did 64 stitches on a 2.25 millimeter needle. I use a 2.25 millimeter needle on all of these socks. Just the stitch count changes for different people. So mom, 1x1, 2x2, 64 stitches. For my sister, I did 2x2 and then plain stockinette. I did do a contrast heel on hers. This is Sanasgarn Sisu, and I can't remember the colorway. I will post the color number in the description below. So my sister's is a 2x2 rib for, I think it's 25 rows for her cuff, and then just plain stockinette. I think I did most of them like more to where the color changes were instead of actual like row counts. For my husband's, I did a 2x2 cuff for, you know, 3 stripes. And then I switched to a 1x1 rib for the leg and the top of the foot. Again, slip stitch, heel flap. And in the same contrast yarn, the Sanduscar and Sisu, wedge toe. I did not continue the 1x1 rib on the toe. I only, I stopped it when I started decreasing for the toe. And then for my sister's boyfriend, oh, my sister was also 64 stitches. My husband's 72 stitches. My sister's boyfriend is also 72 stitches, and his, I did a 2x2 cuff, but I did it purl 2, knit 2 for the cuff. And then I think I did it for 20 rows, and then I switched to knit 2, purl 2. So they are offset after the cuff length, so that if he rolls it over, it ends up looking, strings everywhere, it ends up looking the same when it's folded over. So again, this is a 72 stitch sock on a 2.25, same contrast heel yarn, and I am currently working on the gusset decreases. For myself, I am going to do a 68 stitch sock. I find that fits me the best, and I'm just going to do plain stockinette for mine. And I'm going to do the exact same thing for my dad's. He really likes a plain stockinette sock. So basically it's going to end up being one person in the couple has a stockinette sock, one person in the couple has a ribbed sock in some form of ribbing. I think that'll be super cute for Christmas Day pictures, because I'm going to give these to everyone on Christmas Day as part of their stocking. And then I want to take pictures of all of our feet for, you know, posterity and cuteness. So I think that's what I'm doing for that. I have mostly been working on these socks because I felt a little bit of the stress of the fact that it's November 29th today. I think it's the 29th. Yeah, it's the 29th. So I still need to finish 7 socks in 26 days. That seems like a lot. I hope I can accomplish it. I had a week when I came back from the cottage where I did not want to knit socks at all. And so I, you know, knit the bunny and I knit that bonnet and stuff, and it was a good palette cleanser, because I tend to, when I set a deadline for myself, I tend to not want to do it. Anyone else like that? Where they're like, where you're like, I have this deadline, I have to get this done, and then you're like, I'm not doing it. That's me all the time. Oops. And then I have one last work in progress that I worked on very briefly and probably will not work on again for a while. This is my Maybury cardigan, and it is black, so it's hard to see. Oh, that might be okay. The lighting might be working with me. I finished the sleeve that I was working on last time. So this is the Maybury cardigan by Amy Lowden, who is Taylor S Studio on Instagram. And it is a half fisherman's rib, V-neck cardigan. It will have buttons on it with a double knit button band. Oh, it's actually working nicely. So it has this beautiful double knit button band that you knit at the same time. and these beautiful balloon sleeves. And so I finished the sleeve. I think I was about here. I only had not very much to do. I think I finished it the same day I recorded last time. So finished that. Have not yet picked up the other sleeve. It's still hanging out here on my scrap yarn. I would like to finish the socks first. And the yarn I am using for this, I'm using the called for needles, which I think is a 3.5 and a 4.5 millimeter needle. And I am using this yarn, Lana Grossa Arioso. It's an extra fine merino wool with baby alpaca. So it has 48% virgin wool, 30% alpaca, and 22% polyamide. And it is, let's see if I can show the structure. I don't have a ball of it right available. Sorry. It is like a chained yarn. And it's super fluffy and light. And this is just fulfilling all my squishy cardigan dreams. And I really want to have it done, but I feel like I need to finish the socks first. And then hopefully I can finish the socks ahead of time and not like on Christmas Eve like I have done in the past. And finish the sleeve ahead of time, and then I can wear this on Christmas. That's my goal. Is it a lofty goal? Probably, but we'll see. We will see. So that is my other work in progress. And then I have, that's my last work in progress that you probably won't see next time. I also have the Whitmore cardigan. I think I knit one row on that since last time. And even then I might have had to rip it out. So I have not made any progress on the Whitmore cardigan. And probably won't until some of these socks are done. And then I have some acquisitions. It is, I got like fluff in my nose now. It is Christmas craft fair season, one of my favorite seasons. And there is a huge craft fair that happens at the school that I work at, and so I had to go to that. And usually there is a local company, I guess. They get their own yarn milled and from their own sheep and hand dye it, and they also sell other some commercial yarns as well. One of the ones that I have a hard time finding locally that they carry is West Yorkshire Spinners, and I saw them at a different craft fair the weekend before, and they said they were not going to the one I normally see them at, so I'm really glad I saw them. And I got these two West Yorkshire Spinners Christmas colorways. So this is the West Yorkshire Spinners Signature 4-ply. It is 75% wool and 25% nylon. And the wool content contains at least 35%. Let's see if that'll focus. At least 35% blue face luster. And I love blue face luster for socks. I find it very sturdy. I think it wears nicely. And it is one of my favorite sock yarns. And not many people carry a BFL sock yarn, especially hand dyers. I think the only one that I know of, and if anyone knows of any more, let me know because I would love to get more, is Hannah from the Corner of Craft in the UK. And I have so much of her BFL sock yarn that I need to knit, and I love it. So this blue is called Winter Icicle. It's just a bunch of different blues and white, and I'm really excited to knit this up. And then the other one, this one is called Candy Cane. White, green, red, classic Christmas colors. I do have another 2 skeins that I got as a gift last Christmas from my sister that I have knit one of them into socks, and I love it. I wear them. They're my most worn socks, and I've been wearing them all year, not just at Christmas time, even though they're Christmas themed socks. And then I went next door to the municipal center for another craft fair. There was like 5 craft fairs happening on the same day. And I found a new to me yarn dyer who is local, and it is Crazy About Yarn. Her and her partner were so sweet. And I got this skein. It is beautiful. Beautiful. I will tag her Instagram and website down below. So this is her details. And this is an 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon, 3-ply sock yarn. And I have plans for this to knit a pair of socks for my dad. The very ambitious me, we'll see. We'll see if I overextend myself. Probably will. Would like to knit these up for my dad for Christmas. Am I crazy? Probably. I just love knitting for my family. They just love it when they get hand-knit gifts, and so I just want to give all the hand-knit gifts. So I'd like to do it for Christmas, but if that's too much, my dad's birthday is in May, so I will save them, knit them, and save them until his birthday, along with probably more, because he has been harping on me to knit him more socks because he just loves them so much, and he's wearing through all the ones that he has. So that's all I have to show today. I feel like it's quite a bit. I'm surprised the baby stayed down this long, honestly, because I have to do this when he's napping. And yeah, I don't know. I hope it was coherent. Who knows? We'll see when I edit if I made any sense at all. And yeah, I'm hoping my plan, let's talk about the plan, is to finish this sock. Then I will have 3 full pairs. I'll be halfway through, which is very exciting. I'm planning to finish this sock maybe today. I'm not loving the 1x1 rib, so I'm like having a hard time wanting to work on this sock. I'd like to finish this one today, and I'd like to finish this one by the end of the weekend. Ooh, going to the cottage, can't really bring this because the people they're for will be around. I mean, my husband knows that he's getting these for Christmas, but the other people don't know, and they're not allowed to watch, so maybe I'll cast on a different pair of socks or something else. Oh, maybe I'll bring my Maybury this weekend. Maybe that's a good idea. Maybe I can finish this. Today is Wednesday, so maybe I can finish this one today and tomorrow, and then maybe I can finish this one tomorrow and Friday. I'd like to have, yeah, that's my first goal. And then I'm gonna cast on the other ones so that I can try and get them done. I'm getting real nervous about how close Christmas is and how much knitting I feel like I still have to do. But also it doesn't seem like that much knitting, because I can knit a pair of socks in a week. And I have 2 full pairs and half basically the equivalent of 3 pairs of socks. I just, look at this. I just looked over and I clearly, I don't know if you can see that, missed a stitch. Now I gotta fix that. Oops. Anyways, that's the plan. I feel like a squirrel. I'm so tired that I can't focus on anything. And I hope this is good. Anyways, I hope you saw something you liked. And let me know about fixing this in the comments, because I'd like to wear this more, but the sleeves are really driving me nuts. The body is not so bad, but the sleeves are really, like, I don't like this. I tried to block it so it wouldn't do that, and it still did it. It's just wavy. Anyway, now I'm just rambling. Thank you for joining me. I hope you come back next time for more chaos, and happy knitting.